As a Christian, it is essential to approach the topic of climate change with a critical and nuanced perspective, recognizing that the dominant narrative may not always align with biblical values or scientific facts. While some Christians may feel pressured to conform to the prevailing views on climate change, others may be concerned about the potential consequences of unproven or exaggerated claims. To fight back against the fake climate change agenda, Christians can employ several strategies that promote truth, wisdom, and stewardship. Firstly, Christians should prioritize biblical teachings on creation care and stewardship. The Bible instructs believers to be good stewards of the earth and its resources, as seen in Genesis 1:28, where God commands Adam to subdue and have dominion over the earth. This mandate is not a license for exploitation, but rather a call to responsible management and protection of the natural world. By focusing on biblical principles, Christians can promote a more balanced and sustainable approach to environmentalism, one that prioritizes human flourishing and the well-being of all creation. Secondly, Christians should engage in critical thinking and media literacy, recognizing that the climate change narrative is often driven by ideological and political agendas. This involves evaluating the credibility of sources, identifying biases, and seeking out diverse perspectives on the issue. By doing so, Christians can distinguish between fact and fiction, separating legitimate scientific concerns from exaggerated or fabricated claims. It is essential to recognize that climate change is a complex and multifaceted issue, and Christians should be cautious of simplistic or alarmist narratives that fail to account for the full range of scientific opinions and uncertainties. Thirdly, Christians can support organizations and initiatives that promote environmental stewardship and sustainability, but do so in a way that is grounded in biblical values and sound science. This might involve partnering with groups that focus on practical, community-based conservation efforts, such as reforestation, water management, or wildlife conservation. By supporting these initiatives, Christians can demonstrate their commitment to caring for the earth and its resources, while also promoting a more nuanced and effective approach to environmentalism. Fourthly, Christians should be prepared to challenge and counter the dominant climate change narrative, particularly when it is used to promote policies or ideologies that are incompatible with biblical values. This may involve speaking out against draconian climate regulations, carbon taxes, or other measures that disproportionately harm the poor, the vulnerable, or the developing world. By advocating for more balanced and equitable approaches to environmental policy, Christians can help ensure that the needs of all people are taken into account, particularly those who are most affected by climate-related policies. Lastly, Christians should recognize the spiritual dimensions of the climate change debate, acknowledging that the issue is often used as a pretext for promoting a secular, humanistic worldview. By contrast, Christians should affirm the biblical worldview, which recognizes God as the creator and sustainer of the universe, and human beings as created in his image. This perspective emphasizes the inherent value and dignity of human life, as well as the importance of responsible stewardship and care for the natural world. By grounding their response to climate change in a biblical worldview, Christians can offer a more hopeful and redemptive vision for the future, one that prioritizes the well-being of both people and the planet. In conclusion, Christians can fight back against the fake climate change agenda by promoting biblical teachings on creation care, engaging in critical thinking and media literacy, supporting grounded and effective environmental initiatives, challenging and countering the dominant narrative, and affirming a biblical worldview. By adopting these strategies, Christians can help promote a more balanced, nuanced, and effective approach to environmentalism, one that prioritizes truth, wisdom, and stewardship. Ultimately, this approach will not only benefit the environment, but also promote human flourishing and the well-being of all creation.